Hey, you're joining us in the mountains of Costa Rica. And I tell you what, you wouldn't have joined us at a better time because right now you are looking at a house that is almost completed. Now, the exciting thing about this is a house that is born and conceived by one of our branch's leaders, Pete Bolaños. What's exciting is Pete's a great example of the leaders at branches worldwide and how they are in tune with the needs of their community. The story behind this house is that Pete decided to start building houses for families in need. He has a business in San Jose, which is miles from here, but he saw the need and he decided to come build sustainable housing for people who needed it. The most important thing about this is that this is supported by branches worldwide. Most importantly, this is supported by you. Having faith in entrepreneurs around the world that can make a big difference in their community, not just through their business, but through their influence. And Pete has taken volunteers from all over the community and brought them to this spot to finish this house. Now, the reality is, this is just one house that's almost done, but I'm gonna show you another house that is completely finished. Take a look at this. Now, what you're looking at here is the finished product. Now, what's great about this, and what you'll see in a second, is that the owner of this house, Porfirio, met Pete, and his house was a quarter of this size. And communicating the need and helping him understand exactly what he needed to do, Pete stepped in with his team, brought a bunch of people together, and made this happen. Now, what's exciting about this, beyond just the story and beyond the need, is the idea that the business model behind Global Nomad is sustainable. From the beginning to the end, this is a business model that can scale, and Pete has thought about this from the beginning to the end because with branches worldwide, we bring on leaders who think big and then plan small, and they go step by step by step, knowing that God is using them to make a difference around the world. This is huge. Take a look at some of these details. So the first thing you need to know about this house is that it's prefabricated, meaning that most of the house is built in a warehouse in San Jose, miles away. But then volunteers from Costa Rica take the wood pieces and come out to the countryside and build this house from the ground up. The second thing you need to know about this house is that it promotes a circular economy, meaning it takes discarded materials and reuses them to make sure that every part of the economy is working for the benefit of the people who live in it, meaning that the wood in this house is taken from the tips of trees in protected forests that are cut down. And so essentially, every part of this house represents the renewable way that God is working to renew his humanity. And the third thing you need to know about this house is that there's generosity built into the floor plan, meaning quality of life is thought about from beginning to end. Meaning that there is sunlight pouring into this place. The floor plan is larger than they might get anywhere else. There's natural air conditioning because the house is built to be bioclimatic. Everything about this house says that the person who built it thought about being generous with the materials, time, and design so that people living here can really experience God's goodness at home. And that's a great example of what Branches Worldwide is doing, not just in Costa Rica, but through faith-driven, high-impact entrepreneurs all over the world. And we couldn't be more excited by the work that Pete Bolaños is doing here in Costa Rica.
Thank you for partnering with us. With your help and branches, we could keep doing this in Costa Rica and all over the world.
We're on a mission to identify 30 leaders in 30 countries for 30 years. And we're just at the beginning. We would love for you to partner with us and help us do more great work for God's kingdom all over the world. Now is the time. We'd love to see you as part of our family.